Yeah. Yeah.
No, those were the guys from. That was David and Gary from Naples.
Oh, okay.
That was our
So you got a
producer
Super
and
Tech
director.
on board, a Super Tech.
Super Tech guy. Yeah. So, I mean, it's almost unlimited what you can do. I mean, if you can catch a guy playing in New York and L.A., they're playing. They can see each other play. You know, home leagues gonna be pretty big.
Good, good. Sounds like a good concept. Well, Matt, I'll tell you what a great tournament you guys put on here in the family.
Well, thanks, Al. We're trying to do our best. We try to improve each time.
I'd like to
But
see
this tournament's definitely grown. It's we've opened up the pool room here, taken down some walls, and opened it up as much as we could to create as much room as possible. So we were able to do 64 now.
I'd like to see you knock down a few more walls, like further south of here. And
We're
just
running out of
keep
walls.
busting them.
Yeah,
Get this room a little bit bigger.
yeah,
Would be nice.
it would be nice. I would like to have a little bit more room. Yeah.
Right.
So, have you decided how many players you're playing down to?
Yeah, I really wanted to play down to 12 tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. I believe I'm going to really try to get to 16, the final 16 tonight.
So everybody
and have,
coming
and
back
have
will
16 coming back tomorrow. I believe I'm going to pay 8 places in the regular tournament and probably 12 in the auction. And normally I like to play down to the final 8, so everybody coming back is in the money. But I don't think that's possible tonight. I think we're going to get down to 16 if we're lucky.
I don't know if you noticed, but Kim checked the time.
Well, it's 8:30, and that's why I was asking.
You're still a young man, Kim.
Yeah,
You can play
I
it.
know.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't want the sun to come up when I land my head down on the pillow.
I don't think we're gonna stay that late.
Yeah.
I intend on calling the final matches around midnight. I would say.
Oh, really?
I don't want to be playing at 2:30 in the morning.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's what we normally do. Is and that way the final matches are finishing up around 1 or 1:30.
So what are we waiting on here? Is this where we can get it started? Both opponents are up at the table.
I think they're just getting their cues out, and I think they're just wanting to hit a few balls before they start here.
Well, it looks like he's ready to go to me.
Marcus, we were talking about how much Marcus looks like his brother Adam. Their stroke is extremly similar too. Their games look almost identical.
In fact, he turned his hat around the same way.
Yeah, they wear their hat the same. They look the same. Their game looks the same.
Now this guy Matt Harrell, if I'm not mistaken, comes out of the Carolinas also, right? Didn't he drive up here?
Your guess is as good as mine.
If you don't know him, I believe he did.
Yeah, I don't know him.
Yeah.
Well, they both have strokes. They both can pocket balls, so we might get a good match here.
Yeah.
Whoa. A little one-pocket action also.
Yeah, it looks like they both got a lot of firepower, Well, I know Mark.
So it's lag, right? Lag for the break.
You lag for the first break, and then you alternate.
Now they flip.
Yeah.
Because I really like the lag, because if a guy's going to break and run out on me, I don't want it to be because he was lucky.
Well, here's what I tell him, Kim. I say, you lag for the first break. If both players agree to flip and want to flip, that's fine.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's fine with me if they want to flip. But if one person wants to lag, then you're lagging.
Yeah. I think that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Matt is from Hickory, North Carolina.
Okay.
We got
Thanks,
a pretty
Anthony
smart
Smith.
audience out there.
Yeah. Oh, everybody knows everybody these days, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding?
Yeah, thanks for the info, Anthony.
You beat somebody in the States, and they know in the Philippines in a second with the internet today.
Yeah. And, yes, Eric Cunningham, Marcus is Adam Pendley's brother, and they look almost identical. And Marcus plays about as good as Adam. He's a good player too. As you see, Fargo's approaching 700, so he's a pretty good player.
Now that Fargo thing, I really don't understand.
You can't put all your stock in the Fargo rate.
It's only on wins and losses.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
really no stats behind it.
That's true. But if you have a big enough sample size, if you have 1,000 games scored, then it's pretty accurate, I think.
Yeah, you think so?
I think it is. with enough games scored, it is.
So I guess Matt Harrell is going to be having a Fargo ranking after this match because he has no numbers there beside his.
I couldn't. Yeah, when I was putting in the players, I could not find a Fargo profile for him. So,
and that's another thing. Do you check IDs when players come in? In other words, if he comes in under Keith McCready, let's say, right, you would definitely know it's not Keith.
Well, I know Keith really well, so yeah, I'd obviously know.
But do you ask for ID?
Yeah, no, yeah, we make sure that that's them.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. Here we go. We're down to the match here. Watch the safe.
I don't know. Why don't you just cut it in?
All right, there you go. Swing for the cheese, baby.
And he did.
That's a hot cue ball.
Well, it's a bar table. I mean, really, you really just have to shoot at about everything, to be honest with you.
Well, and Marcus, if he's a lot like his brother Adam. They will shoot at it.
Yeah, they free will.
They free will, and they are shot makers, and they will free will.
You start playing safe on a guy, and he brings that little cue out and jumps over 5 balls, and
And that's something I know you like.
Yeah, I really like it.
Yeah, I can tell.
No,
I'm not the biggest fan of it either.
I'm not either. There you go.
And I think, that's a big way the game has changed from when you were playing a lot in the in the 90s and the 80s.
Yeah, we banned them. No jump cues.
Yeah. Well,
push out.
The kick game was stronger too back then.
Yeah.
You kicked with, especially when Efren came into the game and was kicking with finesse, kicking safe, and these guys now, man, they jump the ball in better than they shoot it straight in sometimes. I see guys all the time that can't run a rack, but they'll make all these jump shots like it's nothing.
Well,
and he really rushed that. These guys, they play fast and loose, and it showed up there.
Fast and loose is okay, but sometimes you get to going too fast and you make mistakes.
All
the fast players seem to do that.
Yeah,
Good
there's
point.
a compromise. There's a line there. You want to stay loose, but
As quick as Jason Shaw used to play back in the day, Darren slowed him down because Jason would make minimal mistakes, which would cost you. And Darren said, why don't you slow down a little bit? And it's kind of hard when you were Jason's young age at that time, but he did slow down, and believe it or not, he probably picked his game up a ball, and it's hard to even fathom. But I seen it.
Speeding ticket here.
so again, we're going 3 rails around here, I'm sure.
I would think so, yeah. If he's not careful, he might catch 4.
No, he's
rails.
drawing this ball.
Is he really?
He's drawing
Hard
it.
to see the angle.
Going one rail.
Yeah.
Oh, he did go inside.
Yeah.
He reverse. I would have just let it naturally roll around 3 rails, I think.
It's hard to see our angle, though, from
Yeah,
here.
it is.
You know what I mean? So he might have had that angle where you just could draw it out.
Right. Well, it worked, whatever he did.
Yeah, pretty good. Well, we seen a 9-ball missed earlier, so I don't want to get too
This isn't a gimme.
too much on it. So
He's got to shoot it in the corner.
It's off the rail.
He hit it well.
Makes it a little bit easier. 1-0, as they say, on the other side of the pond. Folks, we also want to make sure that I keep this on the view right here in front of you. Jeanette Lee, this is her memoir. It's a book. All proceeds go to Jeanette's children. You can purchase yours at caramsports.com. You can see forwarded by Billie Jean King at the bottom there. Jeanette's did a lot. She marketed herself the right way. Of course, she's going through a lot. Get over to caramsports.com. The Black Widow.
yeah, I seen her at the Hall of Fame banquet.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was there. Al, what cue does Kim play with now? Well, I play with a Billy Schick. When he was working for It's George Cues in Shreveport, Louisiana, I went down there and he made cue for me, and I went back again about 3 weeks later and was looking at it and looked really good, and I still have it.
I've never played with a Schick, but I've heard really good things.
Oh, Billy, really great cue.
Top
maker.
notch, yeah.
Yes, he was.
Brian Francis, why won't the video go full screen in landscape?
Well, the young man's on his phone. That's a little disrespectful.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be on your phone. Absolutely.
No. That happened to Hennessy last year. He was playing somebody, and the guy was texting as he's shooting right down to him, and he asked him to quit doing it. The guy wouldn't quit doing it.
Wow, that's bold. Just refusing
he
to quit.
He wound up beating Hennessy that match.
Oh, man.
I would have got, got the TD right away.
Somebody should have said something about that.
You got to go to the TD.
Yeah. Hennessy's right in that situation. And that's a little disrespectful, especially if you're in the line of the guy's sight and you're sitting there texting.
Yeah. It was like, I don't know. I'm just sitting there watching him, and it's like, wow.
I mean, if you're way off in a corner, it's one thing, but if you're sitting like they are, and you could be right there in front of him when he's shooting, that's
right.
That's a little distracting.
I don't think you should do it at all, no matter what the tournament is.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think they should be put up. Well, is he going to go 2 rails and try to? I think he's blocked. Oh my.
He can see the edge of it, can he?
I'm talking about the left edge.
Yeah.
I don't think he can see the left edge.
He can only see the right of it, can he? I think.
I would have to let him shoot this, maybe.
Or is he going to try to go all out and play the carom on the 6?
If he can see the left edge. He's
going to draw it into the 6.
No carom. Well, carom? Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he almost made the 3, too.
He drew the ball in there to the.
Yeah, he drew. I thought he might try that from there because I knew he could see most of the 3.
Wow.
But he got punished for it. Even though he did that, that may not have been the smartest shot.
I would have. I don't know what I would have done, but I don't think I would have done that. But
you would have tried to thin. You would have tried to thin it and maybe come down here below the 9, possibly.
I don't really know. I might have just tried to cut it in the left corner.
Wow.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think the smartest thing was what you announced in the beginning and give it back to him.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't see the left side of it. He couldn't see the left side. You play that safety between that 7 there.
He hit that ball twice.
He did, yes. He hit it so thin it came back and hit it again.
I think his brother plays better than him.
He does, yeah.
Okay, because I was watching his brother play, and his brother was...
Adam plays the ball better than him,
and a lot faster, too, from what I noticed.
Adam's a pretty strong player. Yeah. He plays good, yeah.
Well, I haven't seen him get to shooting.
He plays fast and loose, for sure.
Fast, very fast.
He's got a very powerful stroke. He's a great shot maker, and he lets his cue ball go around a lot, but he can make anything on the table at any time.
Look out.
Oh, he's above it. He's hooked. Oh, no, he barely got away with it. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong ball.
That's a 4, isn't it?
I'm looking at the wrong ball, Kim. Yeah, he's kind of in trouble here.
Is he going to bank this?
Putting it below the 9. Oh, he's just touching.
Nudge it.
That's not fair.
You got to do more than that, right?
Yeah.
I'd just snip it and go down table and freeze him on the end rail, leave the combination.
Yeah. Oh, play the cue ball to the top rail.
Play it to the top rail and freeze it.
Just thin it and, I think that's what he's doing.
I'm not sure. It looks like he's trying to bank it.
Is he winding up to bank it? Yeah, he is. Well, good shot.
Yeah, as I watch your cue ball.
I think he's okay. Ooh, ball.
Yeah.
Just stopped in time. Just in time.
Tell you what, if that ain't freewheeling out there, I don't know what.
Oh, those guys, those Pendley brothers, man, they'll do that. They'll fire at that ball.
Well, it should have been 2-0, but now it's 1-1. Those are big spreads. If you get a couple of game lead when you're playing alternate break, that's big.
Yeah, it's much harder to overcome when you're playing an alternate break, with good players like you, champions like you and Johnny, and so if you're playing winter breaks, if you're down 4 or 5 games on a bar table, that don't mean that much.
Exactly.
You could easily win 5 games in a row, winter breaks. But when it's an alternate break format, it makes that lead a lot more formidable. Okay. We're getting notified by some folks on the stream here that table 6 stream hasn't been working. I'm going to put in a request to the powers that be to see if they can work on that on their end. See if they can look into what the problem on table 6 might be. I don't understand the technology myself, so.
I'm looking up your titles here, Kim. Do I have enough room on this computer to really scroll down and see them all? It's like the endless road here.
I don't know. Where did you find them?
On Wikipedia.
Oh, they don't have them all on there.
Not enough room on there.
I like that.
They probably don't have them all.
No,
I mean, there's
they don't.
tons that people. Yeah.
I won the
I just
Georgia
like
State
that.
9-ball championship this year, right? That was my 70th tournament win.
Wow. Georgia
About
State
70 to 70. Wow.
No, I'm not talking about, tour events, where everybody was there. Of course, I didn't win 70 of those.
Right.
Right.
Well, there's nothing
It's
wrong
still
with
a
winning those either.
tournament's a tournament. I mean,
Tournament's a tournament.
this tournament would be a good win,
This tournament? Yes,
Yeah.
it would be. I would put this tournament down if I won a 71.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, it would
It makes
be true.
the cut. Makes the cut. Well, yeah. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's probably a toss-up between Kim and Keith as the best player from California ever, right? I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Probably you or Keith. Could be a toss-up either way.
Well, there's two ways to look at it. You look at it, who won the most tournaments, or you look
Yeah,
look at it who was the best player, gambler, or ever.
It's hard to say. I mean,
That's two different categories.
Yeah, you
right
definitely
there.
won more tournaments.
Mallory's Astro, table 1. Chris and Mallory, table 1.
No.
I did a interview with Billiards Digest about 3 months ago, and I brought that up. I said, well, you're just as good as what your tournament record says you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, period. That's my belief. I've always believed that.
Black and white, yeah.
Yep. I mean, you take some guys that's never played in a tournament and beat everybody he ever played. Never lost.
Right. Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, there's some guys that have that big fish in a little pond syndrome. They don't, you know what I mean? They like to stay in a comfort zone, and they never get out there and play the world. They stay in their little town or whatever and beat up on everybody.
You see the jump cue, you see he's putting a piece of that jump cue there. I don't believe in that. If you're going to play the piece, put it on your table. I've seen it actually come into effect and foul like that almost.
Oh, he left it. You're saying he left the other piece on the table?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't leave it on the table.
Yeah. I've actually seen that in a tournament. When the cue
Sure,
ball
that
come back
that
in.
could easily happen.
Yep.
I mean, look where the cue ball ended up.
Yep.
That's close to where he had it laying. That was almost a foul, really.
Some players put it in the pocket. No,
Yeah, I've seen that
put
too.
it back where your seat is, and that's it.
Get it away from the table.
Sure.
I don't think you can, in some of the bigger tournaments, I don't think you can even have it on the surface anywhere. I don't
That's right.
think.
You're not allowed.
I don't think you should.
Robert,
Boy, he kicked that ball in like it was a hanger.
2.
Just got up there and swung it.
No, like it was just a gimme.
I think he can make the 7 positions the problem. He's going to have to thin cut it.
Yeah, playing position on the 3 after pocketing the 7 is your point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, can he hold it to play the 3 in the corner? I don't know. I don't know what angle he has exactly here.
Yeah, he's going to have to back cut it.
Yeah, a little bit.
If he misses the 5, he might be all right. If he can go underneath.
Can he hit it slow enough? Can he hit it real slow?
No, he's going to have to come out 2 rails. I don't
Okay.
think he can hit it. I mean, he might be able to, but I don't think so.
He's going 2 rails like you
He
said.
hit the
and-
5, but
yeah,
he got
can,
away with
He
it.
can see the ball. He's
Yeah,
fine.
It's okay.
Yep. It is a bar table. I mean, it's not like there's no long shots, I mean, the longest shot you got is, 6 feet away maybe.
Is he going to go in between the 5 and the 6? Oh, I see.
Oh, he might be in trouble here. No, he got past it. Barely.
Good shot, a little inside English.
Mm-hmm.
You think they didn't see you? They were just trying to do a U-turn?
He doesn't seem like he plays near as fast as his brother. I watched his brother play, and he ran out in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Adam plays a little faster, I would say. Yeah, we're not at the end of the first round yet. We're almost there though. I know he's got there at the bottom. He's at the bottom, yeah. We're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. It takes a while to get through that first round. It does. Yeah, but
2 players has already played 2 times already before I did. Robert Wilkerson is
You know
up
why?
next.
You know why? Because I want to get you going.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
There you
Think
go.
that's fair?
She told you, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, she
All right.
You heard his demeanor when she spoke up. Yeah. You see, I got a little quieter.
Yeah, you see how they talk to me, right? Versus her.
Is Frankie Hernandez still playing a little pool, or
Yeah.
still playing a little bit?
Oh, yeah. Playing a little bit. It's getting, he's got eye problems. They tear ducts, you know. Just trying to get that fixed. I think the last surgery he's doing now is going to determine it.
I can't see, but I don't know if he's clear for the 2.
Looks like he's totally hooked on the 2. He might be able to see the edge of it.
Oh, I
the
can
left
see it
edge
now.
of it.
Yeah, he's
But do you kick at this ball?
no,
Try to kick
he's going
safe?
to
What do
roll
you-
out. He has to roll out.
Oh, this is the first shot after the break. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thing is 2 throws him to the rail if he's going to push out.
It looks like it might be.
I'm sure his opponent will take a look, or himself. There it is there.
I won't believe he's going to shoot at this ball, but he sure is. Wow. All right.
I don't understand that.
No, that wasn't a good shot. I guess he was just trying to cross-bank it.
Yeah, but it didn't even look like he could hit enough of the ball to cross bank it. And he obviously hit it too thin.
Yeah. Well, he was scared because it was close to being pros, so you
Right.
know, if you hit it correctly, you're going to get a double
Right.
kiss. All right. I think he wants to hit the 9 and send the cue ball back out with some English.
Yeah, he could have played it like that if he hit it a little harder.
Yeah.
It'd come on right up.
I thought that's what
he babied it a little too much there.
He should be all right here. Oh, he's playing safe. I thought he was going to cut in the corner. Okay.
You never know.
Only problem playing safe is no matter if he jumps it or kicks it, you're like maybe 60% chance you'll get a good shot. You know, I mean, funny things happen.
When I was growing up, I remember hearing some of the older guys say safes for suckers on the bar table. You know?
I don't like playing safe on a bar table.
Well, I mean, half the time, you play safe. Half the time they kick the ball in or they kick safe. You know, it's just so easy to hit the ball on a bar table, you know?
He has a little bit of a problem.
I mean, unless you play a real lockdown safety on him. Yeah, look at this.
There
Wow.
it is. Well, that was because the 7 and the 8 there, and I would have just rolled up 2 rails to come out by the side where he scratched and shot the forward back down here in the corner.
Right.
He wanted to try to get perfect.
That would have been safer. I think he was trying to draw it over and hit the 5, wasn't he? He tried to slide over and just bump the 5 maybe and stop the ball with the 5.
Yeah, I don't know what he
and
was
he drew
trying
it
to
a
do.
little. He drew it a little much.
He wasn't trying to scratch. I know that.
I would imagine not. He wasn't trying to do that. Yeah.
See, this is a little unusual for me too. Why is he doing it like this? unless he's just going to roll it about 4 inches. I don't understand. I just don't understand that.
Why would you? Yeah, why would you try to do so much with the cue ball that you don't have to do?
I know. I mean,
he could have virtually stopped the ball and been fine.
Well, you know,
But
everybody plays different.
Everybody
I
has a
guess.
different style.
Yeah.
And everybody has a different shots that they're comfortable with. You know.
Yeah, but if you keep shooting the wrong shot, eventually it'll catch up with you.
Eventually, it shows up, and if you really watch, for those out there, if you really watch the champions like Kim and Johnny, they tend to keep it very simple, not run into balls. They always stay on the right side of the ball, go into the line of the next shot. You know, they're not fighting the cue ball; they're going with the cue ball, and taking care, tightly controlling the speed. Speed's all important. But they don't. Why move the cue ball around a lot when you don't have to?
Yeah.
But I always love watching you guys play, because it's like the really great players, they make it look so easy. You can watch them play and it's like, man, this game looks easy, But it's really, it's not that easy. But you make it look that way.
Yeah, he hit that good, didn't he?
Yeah, he sure did. Perfect.
That's true.
I remember hearing an old story. It may have been a joke, but an old story about a guy that took a friend of his to a pro tournament back in the 80s or something. Buddy Hall won the tournament, and his friend wasn't a player, that tagged along with him. And at the end of the tournament, his friend said, "That Buddy Hall, he doesn't play that good. He never shot a hard shot the whole time."
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the whole point, guys.
Yeah. Look at that stroke zone there.
Yes, right there at that website underneath it there, ProBilliardsTour.com.
I can't wait for some good players. We're gonna have a little match, 4 of us. I can't wait for that. And what happens in this game is, in all of our tests, the scores come out very close, like down to the last shot. 15 innings in a round, 30
Really?
innings in a game, and it'll invariably come down to, like, if a guy makes a 4 or he makes a 5 or 6, he'll win the actual match. So it's never like a
It's always a nail-biter.
7-0, 8.
Yeah.
It's never. You're always, especially the more players you have, the more competitive it's going to be, because you're going to have a cut, just like in the Pro Tour. You got 64, it'll cut it to 32.
I remember Ron Hoffman from out there in California. He passed away, unfortunately,
Ron
a few
Hoffman.
years ago. Yeah.
Wait, why don't I know
He
that?
came up with that concept of people playing each other anywhere in the world years ago, and
Oh,
he
he did?
actually purchased, as far as I understand, Inside Pool off of Jay Halford years ago.
I don't know.
Not Jay Halford. I'm sorry. The one that owned Inside Pool. Anyway, that was Ron, and he came up with a concept similar to that, but it wasn't something like Visual Online.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? But I like the idea. I think it's going
Well,
to
you
take
have
off.
to be able to, especially if there's money involved. If there's no money involved, you can just put your scores in and okay. But you have to have some vision.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Look out.
Look, that's what happened with poker.
Yeah. Yeah. When they come up to that little camera, you can see the hole cards.
Yeah, that's when it became good for TV. Involved the audience. Well, this has been a tight match so far. I think Marcus is gonna speed ahead here, though. I think Marcus is probably a 2 game favorite here.
Watch the hole here. It's Simonis, baby.
If he'll quit scratching in the side.
Wow.
Well, he's going to have to go around the table here.
Yeah.
He's on the rail, but I still think he's all right. Go watch it hit, Matt. Matt's got to get out.
Yeah, he's okay here, but he still has to send that cue ball around.
He's got to
the
force it
table.
around, yeah.
Got it?
He came in, I'll tell you what, he came in perfect.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. Draw to the rail and come back on top? Or you just come out spin rails?
I think just draw it. You can either hit the rail or not hit the rail.
It is pretty clean.
Yeah.
All right, looks like we're going into 3-2. It is a race to 7, folks. The parentheses you see on the bottom of your monitor there is the race. It's a race to 7 on the winner side and a race to 5 on the fighter's side. The B side. I don't like to use the term loser's side because I like to give kudos to every player that participates in any tournament. So it's the fighter's side.
Yeah. Yeah, the loser side. I think that through the years we've always, what side, John? Winners, losers. Yeah, you're right. It is.
I don't like it for that reason,
Right.
And I don't like changing the size of the pockets to make players look foolish.
Oh my God! Don't get
I
me
know.
started.
Don't
please.
get me started. But you and I will be here for hours talking about that.
Well, I don't like changing the color of the balls. I mean,
Right.
they're just trying to take everything that America done. They're trying to make,
Right.
Ever since they started putting the 9 on the spot,
Well, that 9
the
on
Europeans have dominated the Moscone Cup.
Well, the 9 on the spot's a no-brainer. I mean, it's very simple to make the ball on the break.
The one on the side goes every time, almost.
Every time.
Almost every single time. And the
And
break.
it's no secret. It's really no secret.
No secret, but the way they break them, I'm sorry, I don't like it. They break and it snaps and goes to the side rail and comes back into the.
Now, 9-ball gets a ride, too, every once in a while, yeah.
I mean, I like it when you break, and Bustamante used to break, and Earl and the cue ball jump up, and Johnny about 2 feet in the air and stop right in the middle. That's exciting.
Yeah, Mike DeShane had a massive break like that, too. He actually hit the lights. I hit the lights, too. I'm sure a lot of people have.
Yeah.
Bounced up and hit the lights.
But
that was the way.
I used to hit the lights when the one ball wasn't froze, but the two it would hit, and the cue ball goes straight up with you. You know what I mean?
Well, back then, not many people inspected the pack. It was just break the balls. Now, Mike Zuglin says at his tournament at Turning Stone, he says, look, I don't want to have none of this. I don't want to have none of this. Inspect the rack, re-rack. We're not wasting time here. Well, somebody sent me a video 2 days ago of Mike Zuglin, but it was in a straight pool tournament where Mike was inspecting the pack. So he's going to show it to Mike this year at the Turning Stone and say, we caught you. Good player in his own right.
Yeah. Okay. Just force it over 2 rails and.
I like stopping it right there, no?
Well, it looks like he's off angle to stop. It looks like the cue ball's going to have to roll more towards the rail. I think he can roll it if he's going to do that. Instead of forcing it over, just roll it out 1 rail straight back up.
Play it in the corner?
Yeah, just like that. Okay. Yeah, I think just make the 6 ball in the corner pocket and everything should be good.
Yeah, lights out.
I notice a lot of these kids playing hats nowadays. I could never play in a hat.
You and I are on the
I
same
could
wavelength.
never, ever play in a hat.
Back in the day, during the tournaments, I mean, it was a representable way of coming to a tournament dressed. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Slacks. And today it's not.
I don't think I've ever not worn slacks when I played in the poultry. Especially starting in like late 80s, 'Cause there was always a dress code,
Right.
Collared shirt, slacks, and,
Yeah. And, there's a lot of grandfathers with their grandkids watching pool today because of the internet, right?
Yeah.
Or aunts or uncles or moms and dads. And when you see these hats on backwards, toothpicks hanging out of the side of the mouth and the pants down below their rear end, I don't want to have my kid go out there and play this sport, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves.
We can keep going, but
It's one of my pet peeves.
We better stop.
Yeah.
I'll make somebody mad, I'm sure.
I've done it. That's all right. I told CJ I got a block list this far on Facebook with these little tiny fonts. He says, Al, that's nothing. I got one this tall.
Well, it's 3-3.
Yeah.
I think they've pretty much settled into the match now. When they first started, it was a little rough. Both of them made some mistakes, but I think we're going to see some good pull from here on out.
Well, back in the day, Kim, when you were playing, you were the type of player. I always say there's two players. When you're playing under the lights and the camera, there's some people that shy away or just gets in their head.
Right.
And then there's others, like myself, and I believe you're in the same category with others, a lot of us, where they like that. They like the cameras and the lights, you know. So sometimes, like you're talking about settling in, who knows, you know, they know they're playing on the live stream.
Well, if you think about it, you know, everybody wants to be noticed, but not everybody's comfortable being watched.
Hey, it's a good way to put it, yeah. Good way to put it. Well, he got himself in a little pickle here.
Well, I think he might be okay, but he ran into the balls. Anytime you run into balls, you just, unless it's just like automatic, you know, you're asking for it. I think he can maybe pinch it and draw it out, shoot the 2 in between the 3 and the 5, and send the cue ball back by the 5. I think.
Wow.
I just can't really see the angle from here. I see it's pretty close, but he's looking.
I could actually get in closer than that, but.
Yeah,
He'll shoot it by then.
No, don't worry about it.
We got Greg Vaughn wants to sit in with us, Kim.
Yeah, okay.
Let's get Greg in here. I always keep the door open. I made one mistake in my entire time of doing shows, and I did 33 a year for years, or 35. I had somebody come in and just had a lot of Jameson to drink.
He
didn't realize he was on mute for 45 minutes. Greg Vaughn, my man. Yeah, please. Thanks.
Well, I know one thing. If he's looking at kicking it, I sure wouldn't do that.
Oh, you got to be pretty accurate getting that angle there. That angle's sharp. Let's take a look at that angle he has to get in between there.
I still say he can hit the left side of the 2 and knock it down table. A little low, left in English. Maybe not, but it looks like he can.
Oh, I don't know. If it was that easy for this young gun, I think he would have got up there and swung at it, but maybe he doesn't realize what the cue ball can actually do because he's a freewheeler, you know what I mean? And he's just not as seasoned.
Why doesn't he just hit the left
he's
side
trapping
of the 2
it
with
up.
some bottom English and flick it down the table and stick him behind there?
You know what I do here?
Let's hear it.
You push the 7 ball right where the 3 is against the left long rail because he can't hit the 2 ball from the right side between the 5 and the 3, and you call it gin.
Are they playing 3 cushion?
Yeah.
Oh, they're playing 3 fouls?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I would just push I would just put it right behind the 5. And
Yeah,
just snug up underneath the 5.
I mean, just push the 7 ball right up to the rail and the 3.
Yeah,
he
but
can't get in there to hit the 2.
Yeah, but if you do that, you're going long distance, and if you strike a nerve, you know, it's something bad.
He's doing your shot.
Yeah. I would snip it so it takes this rail away from you down there where you can't kick one rail and catch it.
See, he pushed it too far,
yeah,
right?
I didn't like that.
See, I was wrong once in my career, and that was the only time I was wrong right there in about 3 years.
I think you told me you were wrong one time up at Turning Stone, Al. And
All right, I got to fess up. I'm wrong a couple of times.
Well, what happened was later on we found out that you were actually right.
This is still no gimme here. What is he going to do, bump the 3 and push it across
Can
the
he
other
draw
side?
it straight out? Yeah. I think the 3 goes. If the 3 doesn't go, then he just didn't look at it right.
Yeah, it goes. It must go.
I mean, it has to go almost, doesn't it? I think the 5's going to move a little bit.
Just rub it.
I think it'll move. Well,
What a nice touch for a young age, tender age of these brothers here. I mean, they really got some nice touches. I don't know where they play or how many times they play a day, but they're pretty impressive. So how'd your boy do in his match, Greg?
He won 7-2, I believe it was. 7-2.
Same score Kim won by. 7-2. Uh-oh. There's
I don't
a
understand what happened.
break in the ice.
But why did he try to draw it all the way down the table?
I don't know why he hit it so hard. That was silly.
I thought he was just going to
Shoot
shoot
the
it.
7 in the side.
Yeah. Well, keep watching. You see everything happen in this game.
He's kicking himself over there on the side.
Well, the good thing about it is he can go back and watch his match and critique himself, you know. Sometimes when you're down here, you're like a horse with blinders and you're only looking at one thing, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, plan B might be the better road to take.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark Rosner. See you at the Turning Stone. You're going, I guess, Mark. Oh, yeah, that's your wife, Julie, yeah.
Yeah, that's the warden.
Yeah, that's the warden.
The warden, huh?
Yeah.
I said in the voice of Greg, which is our husband, Greg
That's
here.
my wife right there.
I said, it's going to be nice to meet the warden or something like that, and she laughed.
Yeah. Well, the head of the institution is the warden.
How
right?
about this, Greg?
That's
I don't know
correct.
if you checked this out. Did you check this out? Stroke Zone?
Stroke zone? No, I haven't.
Well, man, you got to go over there and check it out. It's pretty wild as far as Kim is explaining it to us, but we got to get back to the match. Make sure you check it out. It's probilliardstour.com.
Yeah, I actually brought some physical zones with me.
Hey,
They're in the car.
So if anybody wants to purchase something, they purchase
No,
it? No.
I just brought them. Thought maybe, after everything's over, somebody might want to play some for a little bit of money.
Okay. Now you can play this on a bar table or on a 9-foot, I would imagine,
yeah.
right?
Oh, yes. It's all designated. The diamonds and the pockets dictate where you set the ball and the zone.
Okay. I'd like to see it put into effect. I mean, does it cost you anything to see it, or
No.
no? You got videos on the website.
There should be some videos on there, but I played a boy up in Wisconsin, Mason Cook, real good player, one of the best players in Wisconsin. He played out there on the World 9-Mile Tour a couple of years. I think he's going to go back out. And we had a heck of a match. He wound up beating me. I think we played 120 shots we shot.
Right.
And the first match went down to the last game. I beat him by 1 point. The last round, or the first round, I beat him by 1 point. And then the one we had a sudden death playoff in the second round. He beat me the last 2 rounds. I think we have a break.
Breaking the ice.
I don't know much about your game you're talking about, but that sounds kind of like what Earl wants to do, is play spot pool, where you place the balls on the table and start the game from a certain spot, and he shoots the balls off the table, and then the opponent comes up and shoots the exact same rack, and you get a certain amount of points for the clear off. And then if you have 2 or 3 misses throughout, like 10 frames or 10 innings, or however you want to call it, whoever has the most misses loses.
Oh, this is just the cue ball and the object ball and the target. That's all there is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no break, there's no jump cue, there's no kick, there's none of that.
Yeah.
So
Gotta
that
check
way-
it out.
That way everybody gets a fair chance.
Yeah. Sounds like an amateur can play a pro in that game and possibly beat him, huh?
I don't think an amateur can beat a pro, no.
No?
Because you still have to play, and it's about speed control and stroke. That's basically why we called it stroke zone.
Right. good practice.
But it teaches you everything you need to know about the cue ball, and that's the essence of the game, the cue ball.
Right.
Nothing else matters. And I've watched guys teach this and teach that. They're not teaching about the cue ball. There's nothing else to even learn. It's all about the cue ball, 100%.
Navigating the cue ball. Yep.
Well, I seen him shoot some shots, so he's got to go for this. Good shot there.
That sure was.
Wow. That's hard to believe. He missed the last 6 balls straight in and just made that one.
It's the same guy.
Pulls a funny game, isn't it?
It's very humbling, just as golf is.
He moved on it. Got away with it.
You like golf, huh, Greg?
I don't care for it much anymore,
Is that
but I
right?
used to play it. That's how I met a lot of the big dog guys like Johnny and Alan Hopkins and Earl and all them. They used to come and rent golf clubs from me when I worked at Lake Wright Golf Course when they had the U.S. Open.
I used to play over there a lot with Bowman.
Yep.
Dave Bowman.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
God bless him.
God bless him. He
Rest
was a
in
great
peace.
man.
Absolutely.
I played. So I can't tell you how many rounds of golf I played with Dave Bowman.
Oh, he could strike the ball. What a good striker.
His golf bag is actually in Q Masters,
Yep.
Barry's place.
Yep. Yeah, I played a lot of golf with Dave. We traded money a lot of times.
Yeah. Him and I ran around. We went to a few tournaments together on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave was a great guy. I loved him, man. He was an
Sure
awesome
enough.
fella.
Sure enough. And he could play pool, too, boy. He's a good player. He won a couple of nice tournaments.
I've got one of his cues.
Yeah. Yeah, he was a piddler. He always liked to piddle. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, he was a.
This is going back and forth, like you said, Kim. We're now at 4-4. Just the seesaw effect. Who's going to blink?
Yeah.
Like a tennis match.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, will the pressure have the final say-so on who wins this match?
I think I was like 19, Kim, when Johnny and Alan Hopkins and I can't remember who the other guys were, but it may have been you. Very possible it was 1990. Johnny and all those guys came in and they were renting golf clubs from me when I was working behind the counter at Lake Wright.
I never rented any clubs. I always brought mine with me.
Yeah, well, Johnny was renting clubs, I guess,
Right.
at the time. But anyway, you guys were out. If it was you,
I
they were out.
I played a lot at Lake Wright with Johnny and Dave and Alan and
I was working behind the counter, and I had to pick all the balls up at nighttime down on the driving range. I was just a young kid, and what happened was I was the cart guy, and you guys used to slip me a couple, 10 or $20 extra to stay later and let you stay at nighttime.
oh, we played all
You
damn
were-
dark.
You were playing out on the back holes where the New York Mets farm team played under the lights. Those were the days.
Wow. Good stories, folks. You hear it here first. Good stories. I like that.
If one guy was loser, you're playing till it's dead dark, and I don't care.
Yeah, you guys. Shoot, I was time for me to go home at 11 o'clock, and I had to go out and find the golf carts, find these guys. It was crazy. I had to lock it down. It was a lot of fun, though. First pole match I ever watched in my life was Johnny playing Nick Varner in the finals at the U.S. Open, and Nick beat him, I think, 11 or 13 to 7 or something like that. You guys were all coming in and
Look at this. Going to get a little fortunate here with that one.
Yeah,
But he's still got the 2 ball to contend with here.
that ball disappears to me. I can't see it on the rail because it's blue.
Right.
As bad
is
as
that
my,
right?
when my eyes just, I can't see the edge of that ball.
I'm not so sure he can either.
Although it does look like the white part of the 2 is sticking out there, so he might be able to see it a little bit better. That always helps.
If he's shooting at it, he can see it then. Yeah.
par for the course for me. Hit it just a hair thick every time. I can't see the ball well enough, so I have to guess.
Was Rob Frost on the stream earlier? No, it was Hunter White. Rob Frost, I don't believe is he back to playing pool? I know he had a stroke. I don't know if he's rehabilitated back to where he can play pool. I'm not sure. But what a great bank player he is, Rob Frost. I seen him play $50 a rail and up and shoot the 4 and 5 railers.
Mark, they have not started the loser side yet. Sean says that Dave Bowman was the first guy to play with a 60-inch cue. I don't know that part.
I don't either. I know his cue is a little longer than 57 and a half,
Well,
which
Dave-
is pretty standard.
Dave was taller than me, and I'm 6'5", and he was a little taller than I was. So
Yeah.
he was he could have been one of the first guys to do that. I know he made a nice cue. He was a good cue maker.
Mark Rosner there is the cue mechanic that'll be at the Turning Stone January 9th through the 12th. Make sure to check him out when you're up there. Need any work done on your cue, he'll be there on premises.
Now, is Mark the gentleman at Cue Masters? Is he the one that's working there?
No, that's Al.
Oh, okay.
He's got a condominium back there.
Yeah, he does. That's Dave Bowman's old room.
Yes. Actually, this is right here. This is a shirt, believe it or not, from Al. Al gave me that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
that looks like
probably
him.
Al on the right there.
Yeah. But that shirt is unique. You can actually carry a pistol inside. I said, what the heck is this? He says, you can put your handgun in there. Oh, what a shirt. And it's like Carhartt material. Really
Have you ever heard him play
guitar? Yeah,
oh,
sure.
Man, and he writes songs.
He got a book, too.
He writes songs, and he's so good at it. That guy's very talented.
He actually started making milk duds tips years ago. And Shane Van Boning won his first U.S. Open with a milk dud from Al.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
A milk dud. I never even heard of a milk dud.
Yeah,
Milk dud
he still
tips?
makes them.
They soak them in milk duds. I mean,
And milk.
milk, buttermilk, and that's what they call them a milk dud for.
But it's just really a leather tip.
Yeah.
And then they just.
And
It's
they
compressed.
and they compress it into buttermilk, and that's where the name came from what I understand. I don't know. That's what Earl told me.
Milk duds.
I know one thing. I was at a tournament. Something like $80 or $90 for a damn tip, some kind of tip.
Yeah, tips came a long way.
Jesus.
Oh my God!
Yeah. What are you shooting with now on your cue?
I just use a LaPro. I like a hard LaPro. Now if I was, in my prime or something, I might try some of this stuff out. But I'm way past trying to
Right.
figure anything out with a tip.
I don't think I ever had a prime, Al.
This is a pretty good shot if it stopped.
He's got it, but he's kind of on the wrong side.
The way that ball's angling coming out of there, would you run into the 9 and try to roll down and shoot the 8 up in the corner?
I'd probably draw it out 2 rails back down into the
I
corner
got
and
you.
come back out.
And come around and shoot
Yeah.
it back in the same hole.
Yeah.
I
mean,
got you.
He's got a pretty big stroke, so I don't think there's a problem. I don't like running into any ball. I wouldn't have done that.
That's just what I see these guys play now. And that's why I was asking that question.
Yeah.
But I like your shot better. Just go ahead and stroke the ball and
Yeah.
wrap it around the table 2 times, and you're perfect on the 8 and dead nuts on the 9.
He's got himself in a position where
He's not playing his regular game according to Matt. He's a fast player, fast. So he's really slowed down a lot. So that means he's spinning a little bit.
Well, look at the heat. We were talking about the little pressure, 4-4, right? He doesn't. He wants to come out one ahead here, and he wound up coming up a little shy.
Is he playing safe?
He's cutting it.
He's cutting it.
Oh, he
was
banked it.
playing safe.
What
No,
was
he
that?
banked it.
He was.
banked it.
I don't know what he was doing. He was playing it down the
Look
corner.
At here. Look at here.
It was a bank safe.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it was a bank safe. Basically, that's what he did.
Oh my God. No, I wouldn't have played that. I think I'd have gone down swinging and tried to make the 8.
Well, if you can play that and lined up like that all the time, we're going on the road.
You ain't kidding.
Wow. Now, what's he looking at the cue? How's he going to get the cue ball down there, or there, or there? I would just try to thin it and get up.
Yeah, I think I'd just
right in the middle of the table.
chip the 8 and try to go up towards the corner pocket
Use the
up
9.
there.
You gotta
I would
use the
try to
9.
get-
Just right
I-
and try to use the 9 as a blocker.
I would try to get in the middle of the table.
Yeah,
and
perfect.
That would snooker him in
Just
the middle
like
of the
that.
table. Too
Just-
hard.
Well,
See,
still.
but I'm saying,
Yeah, you get it right there in this dead center of the two side pockets.
and
would've
a
been
9
perfect.
comes into effect, yeah. Absolutely.
he might be 50-50 favorite to make this ball.
Yeah,
You think
kick it
so?
in. Sure, kick it in.
No, I think he's just going to bank it, isn't he? Back where he's on.
Yeah, bank it, yeah.
You think?
I don't think he's going to go for it. Do you know him that well, Kim? Was
No,
it a
but
swing at
I
this?
mean, what else is he going to do?
He's going to have to play safe somewhere.
I mean, I guess he could knock it up to the side rail and try to put the cue ball behind the 9. But
He wants it. He can taste the bank. He really wants to bank it.
If it's not frozen, he could bank it for sure.
you know, it's not pros. It's off the rail. Good bet.
Again, the heat's on, folks. He knows the footsteps are right behind him. He did. And sometimes those points help, and sometimes they hurt.
I think he wants to get back to the ring game.
Nah, he's trying to get in there. Nice shot.
Yeah.
Kim, I heard you were a hell of a golfer.
You know, I was down to a scratch golf for about 7 years.
Yeah.
I played every day. You know, I don't have a very good golf swing, but I knew how to get the ball in the hole. You know
Sure,
what I mean? And
I do.
know where to miss it and where not to miss it, and
Right.
all that stuff. Yeah,
Course
I was a
management.
pretty good player. For
Course
a while.
management is at least 4 shots. Easy.
I had won. eight out of 9 senior club championships in
Wow.
9 years. Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah, I got to play 'em pretty good.
I think the best pool player golfer in the world is at one time. I don't know if he plays anymore, but John Schmidt.
John could play.
Yeah, I used to play golf. I tried
Yeah.
playing I wanted to play on the tour for a long time, and I went to college played college golf and stuff. But yeah, John was a great golfer. I used to go out and play with him, and I wasn't playing any golf at the time, but
Right.
but he could get out on a golf course that was almost 7,000 yards, and he could shoot even par or under par on it. And,
John was a real good golfer. You're right.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's a golden opportunity here. All right. Just needs to draw it back and touch. All right, that should be perfect.
I don't see any trouble on this rack.
Well, he just got himself in a little bit of trouble there when you said that. I don't know if he can miss the 8. If he can miss the 8, he's fine, but he needed to go up another 3 or 4 inches, you know.
Yeah.
Because if he rolls it, oh, well, see, I'm blind. It's the 4. Oh, it's fine then.
Yeah.
I thought that was the 8. That's what. Yeah, and I have my glasses on.
I do that all the time, man.
He moved the 9 ball. I would just leave it there if I was that gentleman.
Yeah.
If I was Marcus, I'd just leave it there. Well, because it's his option. He moved it about that far.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to get perfect here, so I mean, right where he's at would be fine. No,
I don't think I'd have done all that.
no. I mean, just make the ball in the shape's natural, come around 2 rails, but still. Even though you're on a bar table, I don't like the idea of shooting it very long. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Can he just roll it, stop it, or does he have to go up and back?
See, I think the angle's taking him towards the corner pocket. I just spin that ball a little bit, and now he's in no man's land.
I mean, he's a straight shooter. I think he's okay, but
Yeah. It's tough action there. He doesn't like it.
well, I see what happens with good players, but not really, top-notch players. That 7, 8, and 9, they'll invariably kind of get out of line and something happens.
Look what he's just
what I
done.
mean?
Look what he just did. Oh,
Well,
my gosh.
that's just what I meant.
Yeah.
They get out of line on the 7, the 8, or the 9. Those are the key balls.
You got to get.
And then, you want to be straight in on those balls.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow. That hurt.
Yeah. 5-5. No, it was 6-4. All right, here we go.
It's 5-5 again. Or evened up, I mean.
I don't see too many people breaking like this. He's got the cue up the end rail. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, the 4 is tied up for now.
Yeah.
Steve Warner, your food's at the bar. Steve Warner, your food's at the bar.
What would you do here? Just nick the side of the 1 ball and bump the 8 with it, and then go around the table and go back the other end and maybe try to get under the 7 if you could?
Yeah, either that or just thin the 1 and then come back down behind the 7.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you meant the other way with the other ball. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Try to get down here and use the 8 as a hold to hold the 1 ball there.
Yeah, very good. Oh yeah.
Wow, nice shot. He played that well. He's got him corner hook too, maybe, does he?
I can't really tell. I don't think so, but
No, I don't think so.
a little masse or a little jump cue or something going on here probably.
That 9 ball's a big ball too. Trying to come in behind it.
Is he going to try to come in underneath it? I don't like this shot. I don't like this, but I can't really tell the angle. But oh my, what a good hit!
Good hit, yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know.
Did I miss something?
I'm not sure what happened there.
Even though he came off the end rail and hit it,
Did he not get a rail? I thought he hit that long
the
rail
one ball
again.
came back out.
Yeah.
I think that's wrong there.
I don't know. Maybe somebody in the audience can tell us because I thought he got a rail. That's got
Unless
to be.
he could have hit the 9 too. Maybe he snipped it or something. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't understand.
I would not shoot this shot.
Yeah, because he's not thinking correctly. He's a 675.
This is not the right shot here.
Well, he's got the 4 down there. I can understand. Maybe he's just taking the free shot at it, but
Yeah. If you hang the ball up though, now you got trouble. You lose the game. I think you could have played down in between the 6 and the 4 and shot the 4 up in the corner.
yeah, or at least make the 2, and then if you don't get your position, play safe.
Then play safe there, yeah. I don't. I mean, to each his own, I guess. But
Yeah.
I don't like that play.
I like him breaking the 4 out here. It's a natural angle. It looks like.
Yeah.
Just make the 1. It breaks the 4 out. But you really want to hit the 4 pretty full in the face, so your cue ball will stop for the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's not going to do that. No, he's playing safe.
Playing safe.
Yeah.
That's not a bad shot.
No. Looks like it's a pretty good shot from here.
Yeah.
Matt Shaw and Kelly Green, table 6. Matt Shaw and Kelly Green, table 6.
I don't know if he can see the 1, but if he can, I think I would just try to feather the 1 and send it down just below the 7 ball, and then come out and try to put the cue ball in, the 7 in between the 1 and the cue ball there.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to kick. I don't think he can see it straight ahead. I think he's going to have to go to the rail and kick
Yeah,
it.
it looks like it. It looks like he's setting up for a 2-rail kick here. You catch that 1 ball on the way out, you can put some separation between the 1 and the cue ball, maybe. I don't know about this.
Is he massing the ball or just?
Not sure. Kicking is such an important part of this game.
Mm-hmm. Always has been. Yeah.
My kids play with Earl sometimes, and Earl, taught my oldest boy a lot about kicking, and told him that he has to learn how to do that, to learn how to kick safe back at a guy. Even if you can jump, you still need to learn how to kick.
Yeah.
And
No, there's no doubt about that. Well, it just helps you with your rails and everything if you learn how to kick, hit the right side of the ball, the wrong side of the ball.
Yeah, and my son has worked really hard at it and has turned into a pretty good kicker.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that because I got a feeling this jump cue.
It's
I don't know if it's here to stay, but a lot of complaints about it. I'm sure the manufacturers aren't happy, but
yeah.
What are you going to do? I just
I'm
think
not a fan of a jump cue. I
think
don't have a problem with a jump shot. Yeah, I think you should have to do it with your playing cue.
right. I just think it takes something away from the game.
I would agree. I think it's broken the game myself. I mean, you put a guy in a great safety play and he jumps out of it and runs out. I mean, I just don't see any. I mean, and jumping is so easy, especially with the cues that they have now. These new jump cues make this shot such an easy shot.
Yeah, you're guaranteed to hit it.
It's definitely destroyed the art of the safe. The thinking man game doesn't come into play anymore, hardly, with that. Oh, Williams said that he rocked the 9 ball on that.
Okay. I knew something had to happen there.
Yeah, I didn't see that. But thanks, William.
This might be a long game. I just shoot the 2 ball into the 8, send the cue ball back down here 2 rails, try to get behind the 9, and there's another ball there too.
Yeah, I think he used the 8 as a. Yeah, he held the 2 ball with the 8, but he might be able to make that 8 ball with the 2 here. I don't know if he.
Yeah,
can.
it's most definitely on if he wants to shoot it.
And if he doesn't have to hit it real hard, he might be able to get to where he can make that 2 ball and get out here. That's a risky shot for sure, but it's there.
Yeah, I think the shot doesn't look that difficult, but the position.
Yeah.
Because if he has to hit it thin, that means the cue ball's going to
be
boing
racing,
and come all
yeah.
the way back down. And
If he hits it with enough speed, he might be able to go up and down. It's got an alley there. Look at here. Played it. Wow, he just got on the wrong side of that 2 ball.
yeah, he can shoot the 2 in the side, can't he? Doesn't it go in the side?
I believe it does, but I don't know if he can make shape for the 4.
Well, he'll play for a bank.
Yeah, he could.
Just get on the other side of the side, and
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him shoot some pretty wild banks this game or this set. So, or he might roll up.
You might push the 4 up on the rail and try to stick him under the 4.
Yeah.
That's a good play. In fact, I think that's probably what I would play.
Well, if the 2 goes, he's most definitely going to shoot the 2 and try to bank the 4. If the 2 goes, if the 2 doesn't go, then he'll probably try to roll the cue up by the 4. Do what you said, snooker him.
I think that's what I would play. I don't play as well as these guys. Yep.
He tried to get over. He couldn't get over. Now he has to play safe.
He looks like he might be lining up to try to bank that ball, maybe.
I don't
think he can hold it short enough, can he?
I don't think so. I think he just needs to try to put him behind the 8 and the 9.
That's what I would do. Just hit this with a little bottom right and try to spin down under the 8 ball like that.
Yeah, too hard.
He hit it too hard, though.
No, I thought he did.
Worked out
Perfect.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got him in the 9. There was 2 balls there. Here he comes, the jump cue.
He should get out here.
Well, he has a problem.
I don't think he can go up and down around the table.
Well,
there.
2 rails, but I mean, he's got to be careful at 6.
I think he's good there.
And here's the other problem.
Yep, he got 2 straight. Boy, he's going to have to pound this ball to get up there.
I think he's going to draw it straight out, isn't he? I don't know if he can go forward with the 8 there.
Yeah, if he draws it, I don't know. It looks like he's drawn out.
Yeah, I mean, just anything. Yeah.
Oh, he hit it well. Hit it really good.
That was a good stroke, good shot. That's pretty good there.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Yeah. Gotta go.
Well, this game's still close, huh?
Yeah.
William, thank you for the kind words. Glad you're enjoying yourself. We're getting back to the match as Matt set the break here. See Marcus off to the side in the zone. Actually on the phone. You really shouldn't be on your phone. Not nice. Made a couple of balls and he's got a shot.
Yeah.
At the one, but I think he's going to play safe behind the 7. I like dragging the rock back that way.
Yeah, the 2 ball's in too much trouble to shoot at it. I think I'm playing safe here, too.
A little mousetrap. The problem with this is Marcus likes to shoot. You know, he'll put you right back there where you're at, that cue ball, and bank the 1 across the table.
Yep.
Kim's coming back.
Kim Davenport.
All right, you ready to roll? Let's roll it.
Roll it.
I don't know. I took my eye off it, but by the looks of it, Marcus has left a shot for Matt here, right down the rail. Could play a 2-way with speed, keep the cue ball around the 2 like that.
Oh, the point got him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes they hurt you, and sometimes they help you.
Yep.
At that time, it hurt him, and it hurt him at a bad time because Marcus is on the hill.
Yep. The thing is he's got a pretty strong angle going away from that 2 ball.
Yeah, and I don't like shooting that 2 ball past that side pocket to the lower right-hand corner.
No, I don't either. So you can't draw around to get over there.
He can get the cue ball back exactly where it is.
He might could hit this ball with some high and go in and come back the other direction. See, that's what I thought he was going to do and shoot it past the pocket.
Just make a couple of balls in one shot, and the rack will be over, and it'll be done.
If he makes this ball, it's over.
He makes this one, he earned it.
Yeah, that's a good shot. This would be a good shot if he makes this one.
Kind of looks like it's really close to the rail, and that's what he's studying. It's not on the rail.
It's not on the rail, so yeah, this ball definitely passed with no trouble. If you hit it perfect, you got to hit it perfect, though.
Thank you for the kind words, Sean. It's a team. It's everybody in this place, including the establishment, that makes this game work or this sport work. I like to call it a sport, which it is. Nice shot.
Yeah, that's a heck of a shot there.
Again, when you're out of line and you try to get back in and you wind up going deeper out of line.
I just saw Larry Flager's advertisement.
Yeah, I like Larry. Lightning Larry, baby.
Lightning Larry. He's a great guy.
Sure is.
He grew up in my neck of the woods. He's down out of Newport News, Virginia area.
Yeah.
I grew up in Virginia Beach.
I'll see Larry. Well, at the turning zone. Well, you won't be there this
I won't
time.
be there,
But
yeah.
Larry will be there.
I see him every time other than that. Larry used to be a real good player.
He can still hit him. Don't sleep on him.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain, but sometimes he can hit him. He gets out. He puts some killers onto the other side of the chart.
He's got the shakes, and the last time I saw him, I told him, I said, Larry, you can't eat peas worth a damn, but you sure can scramble an egg. He laughed.
Friday and see you at the Turning Stone.
Yeah,
Really?
He's a great guy, man.
That's actually pretty smart. It's pretty smart. I like that.
All right, I'll see you at the Turning Stone. There you have it. Marcus Pendley gets out, wins by a score of 7-5. We're coming back with another match, folks, in just a minute or two.